So, the most common mistake I see in drum and bass is not programming enough drum variation throughout the track. It's all well and good having a nice loop, a bit of a 2 or 4 bar section that sounds cool, but if you just keep looping that same 2 or 4 bar section over and over again, the whole track sounds a bit too looped and a bit too repetitive. So what you have to do is program lots of little changes, lots of little variations to keep the listener interested, to keep the listener engaged, without it feeling like you're rewriting the song every 2 or 4 bars. It should still have some form of groove that goes through the whole track, or a consistent feeling that rolls through, even though you are programming in lots of little changes. For example, check out this little idea here. A nice old school idea. In particular, it's the drums that need some variation programming in. Right now, it's a simple 2 bar section that has been looped through. However, there are some changes programmed into this bass to keep it interesting and to keep the listener engaged. I'll play it again, see if you can spot that change or variation in the bass melody. I think it's a lovely little touch. It feels like the same melody every time, so it's a consistent musical idea, but there are some subtle little changes here or there which keeps the listener engaged on a subconscious level. It's really, really fantastic. And soloed. Did you spot it? It's definitely subtle, but check out this bar versus this bar. Notice there's a repeated note in this section here. It's a lovely little detail, and it's those details you need to program into the drums too. So what I'll do is make some changes to this section of drums to show you how this looks in practice. What about a bit of a drum fill in the final bar? So maybe that. Maybe. That's pretty cool. And I'll copy that drum fill to there, but I do want this fill to be slightly different to this one. So I'll program another little minor change, like so. And what would that sound like there? Okay, not too bad. And just for fun, I will do... Nope, that doesn't work. As you can tell, it's a little bit hit and miss, but this is the process you go through. Try little changes, see if it sounds cool, and eventually something does sound cool. It's kind of strange, but it's amazing how the smallest of details can either make or break a section. And there you have it, some nice little drum variations to keep the listener interested without being too jarring. Thanks for watching.